And now we are going to move on to the panel about the web series in South Korea, which will also be moderated by Gisella Waetzoldt-Hildebrandt. Have a great time.
Thank you. Good morning to everybody and a warm welcome to our panel Digital Series, Web Drama in South Korea. And before I introduce our panelists, here is some information helping our audience to get the background of a vivid and thrilling industry. South Korea belongs to one of the most highly technical nations, having approximately 96% of its population online. Technology is being backed by tradition, respect, and appreciation of family and hard work. This year, Hollywood awarded Korean actress Yeon Hyo-young with the Academy Award as Best Supporting Actress. The film had 6 nominations. And in the year 2020, the marvelous movie Parasites left the award ceremony with 4 academic awards. South Korea now is also on the move with games. And now, let's dive into the series section. Let me mention some series titles, of which some can be watched on Netflix and in Germany. There is True Beauty, a high school drama, Earthdale Chronicles, fantasy, Kingdom, history, mystery, horror and fantasy, Chief of Staff, a political thriller, Love Alarm, a Netflix original, My First Love, a drama romantic comedy. And here are the panelists. Young Man Kang is the founder and executive director of the international Seoul WebFest, which started in 2015. With international partners and sponsors, Seoul WebFest plays an important role on the global market. Seoul WebFest is also partner to the MIP TV in Cannes. With his company, YMK Productions, Young Man Kang together with Dobago, the company of the Seriale Festival director Jongo Dobodka, co-produced the digital series Lottehouse. And he is also acting as sales agent for KTH Holding Contacts in Asia. Now, Heeyoung Kim, CEO of the company Key Dragon Incorporated, is the producer of the internationally successful digital series Midnight, which had its premiere in February 2020 with the first session consisting of 6 episodes. Because of its success, the second and third season followed in February 2021. The series 1 is in our competition and got 9 nominations. And now, Jihye Kim from Chungdam Media, Cereals, which is a newly established media company based in Seoul. South Korea has a strong youth culture that is shaped by social media, K-pop, and K-drama. The government is strongly taking care of this by helping the youth and the industry. Chungdam Media is broadly active in the training sector and animation and brings together young people and industry. Cereals is specialized in firm content and works to collectively create a library of musically inclined 90-second original storytelling videos for the often neglected kids and teens of the 21st century. Now, after this introduction, Young Man Kang will tell us more about key drama, how Hallyu grew, and what effect it had on the industry and his country. Last but not least, Young will also talk about branded series. Young, the floor is yours.
Okay, so first of all, let me tell you about the difference between web series and web drama first, so make it clear. Because, most of people out of Korea, they said web series, but the first time web drama started from Korea. Because Korean web drama started actually from branded. So that's why corporation company, they are showing their image through storytelling, mostly beautiful drama. So that's why they call the web drama. And then when I go overall from the United States to the Europe and the South America, everywhere, like I noticed that they said web series, because the first time, right, when I launched Seoul WebFest, so everybody asked me what is web drama, so I explained to everyone so difference between. And then now some creators, they are used to know what's the web drama, but still Korean web drama still very strong. Even there's some genre like a comedy, drama, thriller, horror, sci-fi, but other genre actually like thriller, horror, those kind of still we can call web drama, but we don't have much. Maybe even this year, Seoul WebFest, about like 40 Korean series, and mostly the drama category. And second level is comedy. And be horror or thriller, just a few. You know, animation, even animation. This is actually some, you know, some mission from the animation because of Cheongdan Media. You know, they produce a lot of animation. That's why we have some the chunk of animation. But usually, mostly just like a drama category. I mean, opposite side, right? Like, for example, web series, like the first category is the comedy. Second category actually drama. But in Korea, it's like upside down. So the drama category is like the first, then the comedy. Also in between, we called it dramatic, like drama and then comedy. So that's why like a dramatic. So, you know, some drama like maybe romantic comedy, right? We call it. So comedy in it, so we called it romantic comedy. So Korea actually pretty good. Still like a lot of creator, you know, produce the web drama, even pandemic time, because of some different source, like a from the self-finance through some government financed. Also, I already told you about the branded web series from company and also local government, also some non-profit organization. So still like some variety of the money source coming in. That's why Korean web drama still we have, you know, still we are produced. That's why we can go out overseas and we can show them, you know, because at the same time Korean movie film is getting very popular. So at the same time, the international audience, they are looking, okay, so, okay, we like a Korean film, and then, oh, maybe, what about the Korean web drama? Maybe they might be interesting too. So there's a lot of a fan base, especially web drama, strong point. We have really nice cast, because K-pop, a lot of K-pop idol, the K-pop star, you know, they usually acting in it, you know, a lot of Korean web drama. So a lot of international fans, they watch web drama because through them. I mean, of course, some of them is acting is not really good, but I think it's forgivable, you know, like, because not a feature film has to be perfect, like big screen, you know, acting you gotta be perfect, but web drama is like you're watching through small smartphone, so sometimes like, you know, acting is a little bit less, but it's okay, you know? So yeah, I think I can talk more, but I want to stop at this point because I want to give other creators have a chance to talk. So
thank you, Young. But I think you also have the big support, for example, cities which would the web series gave your country a big chance, and through your web series you also got in tourist streams. I mean, Korea is really in, and your International Film Festival in Busan, it plays an important role too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Heeyoung Kim, kindly tell us more about your company and your series Café Midnight, which is in our official selection with season number 1. Seasons 2 and 3 have meanwhile been online in South Korea. With further seasons be planned? Or how did you come on this really fantastic idea to create a space where people meet their past and their future?
Okay. Yeah, you mentioned about the Busan Internet Film Festival. Yeah, my company is based on the Busan. Yeah, just the Busan. Okay, and my company is based on the kind of the transmedia contents business. For example, in the case of our Café Midnight, we are going to the film version of Café Midnight season 4 in the upcoming September. That means Café Midnight is consists of web-based drama and film. Even in tune. Have you heard about the Korean webtoon? That means a kind of a web-based tune. Yeah, we are going to launch the web-based tune of Café Midnight in the end of this year. That means my company is focused on the transmedia contents business. Okay, and in the case of the season 2 and 3 of Café Midnight, luckily we aired in the last of February in this year, and right now you can access all of the world except China, all of the seasons, maybe Amazon, Viki, Rakuten, and so on. And regarding the creative concept of Café Midnight, is actually our idea was from the history of Busan. Maybe as you may heard about our history, the Busan was the interim wartime capital of Korea. Maybe 50 years ago. Yeah, that means we have many stories, especially our story background on the road of Sanbok-doro has many stories with the time of the city. So we wanted to match the enormous story to the mysterious Café. At the same time, we wanted our story is to be healing. That means the background of the old city's story, but our topic is the healing story of current people. Yeah, that is a very simple concept of Café Midnight.
But it's really interesting, and I think internationally, of course, too, because people are keen to learn more about countries which they don't know, and their tradition and history. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me explain. She mentioned about the tune. What is the tune? So tune means comic book. Comic book style.
Webtoon. We call it the
Korean
webtoon.
said webtoon.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
maybe.
Yeah, from the tune, webtoon to web drama, or from tune to even film, like adaptation.
Yes.
So Korea is very popular for adaptation, also remake from the tune web drama. So that's why I think the Café Midnight she mentioned. So I just explained.
And as you mentioned, Heeyoung, you are transmedia. Michelle, please tell us more about your company, how it did start, and the future plans and your role in it.
Okay. Changan Media is an animation company, and we are a brand new, fresh company. We established like 1.5 years ago. We started our business like 2 years ago, maybe. And then we are targeting like families, and plus, we wanted to make a content for MZ generations, millennials and stuff. So they like short stories and the music. So we wanted to make it like together, and we wanted to tell our stories like in that format. So we make like many series like that, and then like music video type of animation. So we distribute to some platforms like YouTube, so we can show it around like everywhere, like in 1 second like that. And then we also launched our app like last month. So we have our own platform also, so we can show our contents in there, and then audience can so they can experience like how to make the music, and then how to modify like all these contents, and then they can participate like in our production maybe. So this is what we do, and then our future plan is like we have like our content, and then we have our platforms, and then we are keep making our stories. So we are going to do like IP business like from now on. That's our plan. Yeah.
So you of course are widespread with that. That's very interesting. Well, as one can see, you have a strong support by your government and the industry. And this did help you, of course. And here again, I think we should talk about branded production and product placement. Young, would you like to start?
Web drama starts from a branded series. I think the first web drama in Korea, Samsung or some life insurance company. I can't remember either one. I'm sure. Then, but like nobody noticed that's the like a branded. It's a beautiful drama story. Then later on, maybe logo, right? In the end, so then people say, "Oh, that's the branded series." So yeah, we are pretty good at it. Like for example, Café Midnight, right? For example, Café Midnight, the main location is a beautiful cafe. So the Café company could be great branded, to showing the location, also historical, I mean, like she already mentioned about the Busan. So that one could be, like a branded, as a branded series could be a money source, like a good sponsor from city of Busan, or even local, like a tourism, or some maybe business like coffee house. Even like, I don't know, something like a coffee, so a lot of things. So it used to be only like PPL, like product placement on the TV drama, right? And then audience slowly like fed up, they are tired of just like showing product, without, no meaning. So that's why like the audience like story, like blending the beautiful story. Even audience couldn't notice that's the branded series. So that's why, that's why like, Korean web drama is getting popular. So I want to move to Heeyoung.
Yes, yes, that was my intention too.
Yeah.
Young, you certainly have to add something here.
Okay. Internet is a little unstable, but can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As you may know, our government is always giving a big support to all of our content business. In our case, we got the government grants. Okay, the government grants was very, very precious seed money for our production. Basically, we matched the government grants and some of the investor company, like Hua Brothers came from the China, and the time-wise investment. Time-wise investment is the CJ the film and the media funds. Yeah, so due to the government grants, we can start our production. Thank you, our Korean government. At the same time, in terms of PPL, some of the very interesting case in the last year regarding the Busan city government. Okay, they gave us the very interesting government grants, the size of USD $10,000. Very conditional. Yeah, the condition is to be the PPL of the small and medium size companies made in Busan. Okay, so I think that there was a pretty successful last years. At the same time, if we can, that is maybe our plan. If we can, we wanted to launch some our own brand based on the Café Midnight story. That product can be kind of the coffee or tumbler things. Yeah, that is our plan.
This sounds very interesting and promising, I must say. Michelle, can you tell us something regarding branding and product placement?
Like right now, we have no experience about that, but like in future, like if we want to have something like that, if there's any opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, you are at the beginning. But I would like to ask one question here. When I attended MIP TV and also Cannes Film Festival, I found the presentation for South Korea through Coca. Can you tell me something about the role of Coca? Young, would you like to start?
The Coca actually main Korean content agency, I think. That's why it's called the Coca.
Yeah.
And every year, actually, they have a huge chunk of a budget for culture and entertainment and sports, like everything. Then there's a part of like entertainment fund, like film. And luckily, actually, there is a fund for a series, like short form. So that's why some web drama content production company, they receive the grant. So even Seoul WebFest every year, there's some mission from Korean side. I can tell right away, I mean, if the quality looks good, then, this from a government grant, from, Coca money, I can tell right away. And then I look at the, the credit, then, actually 100%, So which means like pretty good money. So that's why compared to like a self-financing, quality actually much better, So Korean actually creator, they're pretty lucky, but
I think so.
Very high competition, lot of creators apply. So that's why I have to be really good, to get in the program. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Heeyoung, would you like something to add to Coca? Coca money.
Till the season 2 and 3 of Café Midnight, we could not get the Coca money. But in the case of season 4 in this year, luckily we just got the Coca grants. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
That's why quality looks good. I told you.
Michelle, I think the Coca money is still a dream of your young company. Yeah. But sooner or later, I think you might be successful there too. I mean, you're at the start. Well,
I hope so.
I keep my fingers crossed. I would now like to talk about target groups, the streaming platforms and the media the audience uses to watch. Can you tell me more about that and our audience? Young, would you like to start, please?
Web drama, absolutely for the young people, like absolutely young people. Like, for example, I'm working with the KTH, the part of the KT. They have their own smartphone app. It's called the Season. And then, I mean, when I talk to them, and then they mentioned about, the report, right? So how many, what the age group and what's the mostly view number from there then. Absolutely young people, But slowly the audience increase to a little middle age, also older group, but mostly middle age and older group, they straight to the YouTube because YouTube is very easier to watch, also very popular. So that's why our goal, how we can expand from young people into the middle-aged and older people. So
I appreciate that because I belong to the older generation.
No, you are young.
Okay, Young, would you like to add something here to target groups, streaming platforms, and how you reach your audience?
Yeah. Our target audience is also young generation, but our media strategy is a little different from the previous web-based drama. Our strategy was kind of the media mix. Okay, so we wanted to mix the legacy media, like a TV station and the OTT. So we aired our drama first by TV station, NBC, and just after aired by OTT platform, except Netflix. Netflix, the barrier is very high. Yeah, so maybe our strategy is to be basically the combination of the legacy media and OTT platform for the time being. Yes.
Okay, fine. And Michelle, for you, I think the target group is young, but do you have intentions to reach other groups as well?
Well, yeah, we are actually targeting to like all age, like from the young people to older people, because older people and then we are making like I've said before, like we have our music and short story that is more appealing to younger people, but I think it's the story wise it's appealing to like all the generations, and the original story is written in English, so I think in every territory speaking English can be our target. and especially we have like short format, like 90 seconds to 180 seconds per each episode, and like each series has like 5 to 10 episodes. Like it's very short series and many different titles in our channel Cereals, and the Monster Week, the nominated in this festival, that is one of the series in our Cereals channel. So there are many different titles like that. So I think it can be appealed to like all age and everybody.
Absolutely. I mean, I can see that already in my group of friends. It's very on to have their smartphone and they come and say, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" So, if you're doing it in English, that's perfect. That means you are already into the international world. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, not only the English language, also the storytelling, the media, those animations are very universal. So I think you guys have a potential for international audience, if you target.
I quite agree.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you so much.
And I would like now to ask you, how do you see your production situation and the domestic and international distribution? And here I would like to ask Young, since he, in his role as sales agent, has had very many international series to be released on the Asian and especially the Chinese market. Young.
Okay, we kind of like we have a lot of submission from international. I mean, it's a lot. Like 27 or 30 countries and, like few hundred submissions from international. It's amazing. Like now everybody knows it's the Seoul WebFest. So I'm very happy. And somehow the sad thing is there is no chance Korean audience able to watch international series except like big one like Netflix. But Netflix is too long, But we are very short. So that's why I started with KTH, started a release like specific international web series through our WebFest, like all the winners. So so far we through KTH we released 40 web series straight like international through our WebFest. So now I signed 20 more international web series about to release. But thing is, I need more time. So not only KT, maybe I want to make a deal with other OTT platform company, because sometimes KT has a limitation, they don't want to get too many international series, because still Korean audience, they are not familiar with international series. Also, Korean web drama is very strong because K-pop star, like beautiful, like romantic story. So when they watch maybe international web series, like they might, what is that? So that's why we need the time, to introduce international content to Korean. But I'm keep trying. Yeah.
Okay, and I think your festival is a good tool.
Yeah.
Well, Heeyoung Kim, how would you see the situation regarding production and domestic and international distribution?
Okay, I want to say about our international distribution first. Actually, we contracted Hook, the Southeast Asia OTT last year, but as you may know, they gave up the service unexpectedly. Due to that, we had to waste our time. So from then, we prefer the distribution deal by sales agent. So recently, our appoint with the sales agent in Korea, and fortunately, we got the many platform partners in overseas like Amazon and Viki, so on. Okay, and in the case of a production, maybe I think the reason to prefer the sales agent business by then our own business, that is to we wanted to focus on our development of production of the Café Midnight sequels. That is very, very important to us because we wanted to set up the IP of Café Midnight. Okay, so we just maybe we are going to the sequel of Café Midnight from this September by film version. At the same time, right now we could not the distribution deal in the China district. There are some delicate and political issues. So China is very attractive, but we don't want to hesitate. Want to hurry the China business for the time being. We just wanted to focus on our production and development business.
Sounds very,
maybe
very
Mr.
interesting.
Kang can help us.
I will wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And Michelle, how do you see the production situation?
You mean our production situation?
Yes.
Yeah, we are going well. We are keep making animations. We have many good talented members in house. And because of the pandemic last year, it was it can be a little slow, but we didn't stop. We never stopped. And then we kept making like all the series. And then last year we had many deals also. Like with KTH, we had a domestic distribution deal. So they helped us for that. And also YouTube too. And plus like some global platforms, like 5 to 6 global platforms. So it was really hard for me to make a deal, but it happened. So I hope pandemic goes away this year and next year, so we can do more business.
Yes, we all hope the pandemic will end. Yeah. Well, now tell us something about future plans and our co-productions in your future plans. Young, you start.
Future for WebFest. Okay, maybe let me quick talk about my WebFest and also my own production. Okay. So the first WebFest. I really want to expand, more, because also I have another WebFest, straight online Asia Web Awards. So that one also getting popular. And then also I'm thinking branch out one more WebFest in Los Angeles. So I applied to the United States, the federal government for foundation. Actually, we got the registered, we approved by U.S. federal agent. It's called the K-WebFest Foundation. So I'm thinking maybe launched in LA because LA is my hometown. Not like second hometown, let's say. So well, I don't know, maybe this year or next year, I'm not sure. But I think it's better because LA WebFest stopped right now. So sad. So I want to keep going, something happening in LA. So then also Seoul WebFest coming up. So July 4th, we're going to announce nominations. Good luck, the mission. You have a lot of projects.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, after that, the event will be in the August 19th through 21st. So we don't know yet, how many days, offline, some events. Depends on, restriction from the government. So definitely, a day or couple of days, we want to do something offline. And then we're going to announce that on July 4th about, the next step. For my own production, produced project, you already mentioned about the Lotte House. You've done well. So we're going to do following series, Lotte Italian. So I know mostly the location in Rome. Rome is 50%. So I'm still talking about some producer in the Italy, the Rome, how we can get a lot of shooting, a lot of location permit, all kind of stuff. I think I'm not worried about the German side. The German side, the Chongo, he's amazing. He handled everything. So also German side is very, very help, So it's amazing. It's very low. So I'm not worried about the German side, but main concern is the Italian side. We are pitching, of course, the Lotte, the Lotte Corporation. So hopefully, they can give us more money than last time. So I'm sure German side, the Chongo also, he will pitching after the Seriale, event. I know he's very busy, so I told him, don't worry about the project right now, just focus on festival. So after festival, I can start ball rolling. So, okay, so that's the stage. So
it sounds good, and I keep my fingers crossed.
Thank you.
Well, Heeyoung, what are your future plans?
Yeah, basically, we are very keen to the international co-production or remake. Just before the pandemic, we got a very, very various co-production deal from the Asian countries, many Asian countries. But right now, yeah, as we may, or that the pandemic has given us some difficult time with international business. So our current plan is to be first to stably to complete the film version of Café Midnight season 4. After that, we are to make we are to challenge the long-term drama of Café Midnight from next year. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that sounds really great. And Michelle, tell us about future planning.
Yeah. Well, we are going to keep making more series. Like we are making new series every month and every day. So we're going to make more series and then distribute it to YouTube and more platforms. And then later on, you want to do more licensing and merchandising business. Mm-hmm. And plus, if there is any series gets big reactions from the audience, then maybe we'll find a partner to do more, longer series or for the co-production stuff. We are open to any kinds of business. So if there is anybody interested in, please let me know.
You are at the right panel and you are at the Seriale Festival. So, well, I must say at this point, it was so interesting talking to you. I could do it for hours, but regrettably, we have to take care of time. And at that point, I would like to thank you all very much. It has been really nice and pleasant to talk to you. And I hope you have a chance to follow up our festival. And at this point, I wish also to thank our audience for watching us. And now I say with regret and the hope to see you next time in person. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.